It's African Liberation Day today, 2022. My brothers and sisters, friends, Africans and people of African descent, we have indeed come quite a long way as a continent. Much has been gained, yet more remains to be attained. But we must celebrate and pay homage to the Moses generation, the Nkrumahs, the Mandelas, Leopold Sedar Senghor, the Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawaras, the independence leaders. Certainly we cannot afford to forget the diasporan deliverers from Marcus Garvey, people like W.E.B. Du Bois. Oh, how they have labored and bled to get us to the promised land out of the wildernesses of colonialism and apartheid. But now that we are in the promised land, it is time to till the land. We must cultivate the land, but that cultivation requires the emergence of a new generation. I call this the Jesus generation. This is the new leadership that the new Africa we are all clamoring needs. Transformational leadership. And we should take our cue from the Holy Bible, Romans 12, verse 2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may prove what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Unquote. What we need today is a new crop of leaders that would help us walk on the waters of information communications technology, break bread in the labs of new food technology. We cannot afford to have hungry children walking the streets of the most fertile land in the whole world. So the new generation of transformational leaders, they have a lot to do. But such a new leadership must stop aping the methods of the West whole scale without scrutiny. Such a leadership must look back at our rich and dignified past and take from it what's best and brightest and apply its lessons in inspiring, dynamic ways. Such a leadership would learn and appropriate lessons from far and wide, but it must never cut, copy, and paste. The new kind of leadership envisaged must be one to rise above our current challenges and dream beyond the tough cliffs and lift our imagination into the glorious valleys of future bliss. This is the kind of leadership that should thrive on inspired vision. Such a leadership must, of necessity, also be a leadership of unwavering courage. The courage to take tough decisions and to defy interests and tendencies that want to game our systems or bait us with alluring present gains at the cost of our entire future. Whether it comes from the East or the West, we Africans must be wary of alluring gifts of development assistance that come at the cost of our invaluable natural resources. We need men and women of vision, leaders that can know when to say yes and when to say no. And finally, our envisaged leadership cannot make any progress without a sense of persistence. Yes, we want new leadership. That's what we want. That's what we pray for. But then the Benjamin Franklin question comes to mind. Can we keep it? What happened to Kwame Nkrumah and Patrice Lumumba? And we keep blaming the West, and rightly so, but what has been our role in the liquidation of our own prophets? Is it not time that we finally drink deep from the wisdom of Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley, who sang, "How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look?" Oh yeah. We will have to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. For as Bob sings, none but ourselves can free our mind. Verily, a lot has been achieved with the establishment of the OAU, AU, ECOWAS, and myriad continental bodies. Lots of progress have been made, but a lot more remains to be achieved. We must never relent in the quest to fulfill the dreams and aspirations of Kwame Nkrumah and the founders. We must, of necessity, never relent in the quest to fulfill the dreams and aspirations of Nkrumah and the founders. Truly, Bob Marley is right. How good and pleasant it would be before God and man, to see the unification of all Africans. I salute you all on this auspicious occasion. This is your brother and friend, Momodou Sabally from Banjul, the Gambia.